A Harley-Davidson is a rolling fashion statement. Now, whether you think they're for perfume ponces with more money than sense, or whether they rock your two-wheel world to the exclusion of everything else, one thing is for certain, you cannot ignore them. And boy, does Joe Public love their Harleys. Valentino Rossi could wheelie down your local high street, naked, facing backwards and singing the Italian national anthem. Chances are nobody would bat an eyelid. However, you turn up on a Harley, you've got their attention in seconds. And there is no Harley-Davidson guaranteed to get more attention than this, the brand new V-Rod.
It's an image thing, it's a heritage thing, it's a rock and roll thing, but most of all, it's a cool thing. Just one look tells you this ain't no ordinary Harley. The styling's gone all swoopy, bendy liquid mercury on us. Hell, the thing almost looks futuristic for a change. And then there's the performance. No, really, there is. Okay, we'll never see a V-Rod in World Superbikes, and you're going to struggle if you want to do a track day on one, but this big beast fair old shifts when you put the hammer down. He'll even stop hard when asked, and can get round corners with a degree of accuracy and amusement should you wish to get funky with it.
Hop aboard the V-Rod, and once you've got over the incredibly low seat height and the vast length of the thing, you're going to find yourself slipping into cruiser mode in no time at all. You know the deal, feet up in the breeze, 4,000 revs on the tacho and feeling like you're Peter Fonda out of Easy Rider. However, this is only half of the story with this Harley, because it revs to 10,000 RPM, very high for a cruiser. Pin that throttle, hang on, and I challenge you not to laugh, because this bike is indecently fast for something so fat. In fact, away from the traffic lights, it charges like a rampaging bull walrus on heat. This is a Harley that could actually land you in hot water with the law. Well, I never.
Twin discs and 4-pot calipers take care of braking duties at the front, while the forks actually seem to have a degree of control and damping about them, rather than the normal vague deadness we've come to expect from a Harley front end, so you can really use those anchors to their full effect. At the back you'll find plenty of power on the other end of that huge brake pedal too, so vast, howling, childish skids are very much on the menu should you fancy it. So it's got the looks, it's got the cred, and by jingo it's even got the performance to go with it. Could this be the perfect performance poser? Possibly, but it sure ain't perfect. First up, there's that price tag. 14 grand is a lot of money for a motorcycle, no matter how pretty it is. And talking of pretty, that's one thing your V-Rod won't be for long if you're lazy with the polishing rag, because this thing will rot like a supermarket trolley in the local canal if you don't look after it in our climate. Then there's the comfort, which is, to be honest, marginal for the rider at best, as you sit there like a spinnaker in the wind hanging off those bars. And as for pillions, forget it, unless they're small, female, and keen on doing their best baby lemur clinging to its mother's back impression every time they go out. Not only does that pillion seat slope backwards, but it is tiny to go with it.
And for a final kick in the pods, V-Rods have been notoriously difficult to get hold of until now, although Harley say they're bringing a lot more in this year, so maybe that problem's going to go away. But what the heck? The V-Rod is simply stunning to look at, and it is a technological marvel for Harley. Also, it performs in a way that bikes like this really shouldn't. So if you're after something a bit different, you've got loads of cash to splash and you want to turn heads, this could really be a smart place to go. However, just don't forget the polishing rags. There's a good chap. And now, it's time for the scores.
Performance, 8 out of 10. Absolutely stacks of it for a cruiser. Style, 10 out of 10. She's a beauty. Comfort, 6 out of 10. Bearable, but not beautiful. Reliability, 6 out of 10. You are going to have to look after this thing if it isn't going to rot before your eyes. Value for money, 10 out of 10 if you like the looks, 0 out of 10 if you don't. Whatever way you look at it, it is an expensive motorcycle.